Praise the Lord, children. How are you all? Always praise the Lord for being good to us. Children, avoid bad company which ruins your good morals. Yes, as you are in teenage, your peer group should be good. Select good peer groups and also you be a good companion to others. Welcome to our maths class, children. So far we have completed algebra, the full topic. Hope that you are all thorough in that topic. From this class we are going to start a new topic, an interesting topic to me. I hope that you too be interested in learning this, that is mensuration. Shall we enter the class? Yes. Let us see chapter 7, mensuration. Mensuration is an interesting topic which you have learned from the lower classes. In 3rd standard, 4th standard, 5th standard, up to 6th, you may learn measuring of the plane figures. Plane figures means they do not have volume. They do not have the capacity. For example, triangle, square, rectangle, circle, these are the examples of plane figures which are having the boundaries, that is the perimeters, and also they can cover the areas. But when you come to 8th standard, you learned solid figures. Solid figures means they have the capacity or volume, that is they can hold something in itself. For example, cube and cuboids, that you are thorough in that. Cubical box, cuboidal box, and not only they are having the areas and circumference, they are also having the volumes. That type of objects are known as the solid objects. You understand what's the difference between plain object and solid object? Yes. This class also, in 10th standard also, we are going to learn some of the solid objects like cylinder, sphere and cone, etc. Let's see about right circular cylinder. A right circular cylinder, it has two circular ends and the dimensions radius, height and also diameter. So many objects in your life we can see in the shape of a cylinder. Some of the water bottles and especially some that Pepsi, Coke and the tins which are used for packing them, beverages packets, that is the beverages packs, and even that small children's, they are using that milk powder, that tins which are also in the shape of the cylinder. It's known as a right circular cylinder because its radius and height are perpendicular to one another. That is, they are meeting at 90 degree. The radius at the base and the vertical height are perpendicular to one another. Therefore, it is known as a right circular cylinder. Look at some of the objects which are in the shape of a cylinder in your life. Let us see how to form a cylinder. Take a paper. What is the shape of this paper? It's rectangle in shape. Can you make a cylinder with this? Yes. Just by folding the edges. Fold the edges like this. Just by folding the edges, what's the shape we get here? The shape we got is a cylinder. Look at this. This is a cylinder. And with the two base, a base in circular shape and also the top is in also a circular shape. If you open up this paper, what is the shape of this paper? The shape of the paper is in a rectangle. So when you are folding a rectangle by its boundary, it can be shaped into a right circular cylinder. Let us see the formula for surface area of cylinder. Let's see how to derive surface area of right circular cylinder. Already I told you what is the right circular cylinder. It is a very thin object. It has circular ends at the top and also at the bottom. So shape of the base and top is circle, and it has two dimensions. One is the radius, that is R. It has radius R units, and another dimension is its height, vertical height, which is mentioned by the letter H units. Units means meter, centimeter, millimeter, decimeter, all comes under the units. Okay, so right circular cylinder, how many dimensions it has? It has two dimensions. What are they? That is radius R and height H units. And what is the shape of the base and top of a cylinder? Base and top both are in the shape of a circle. So now let us see how to calculate curved surface area or lateral surface area of the cylinder. Let us see what is the shape of the cylinder. Base of the cylinder, it is circle in shape. Already you learnt in lower classes how to calculate circumference of a circle. Suppose if you are running 100-meter dash, you have to run around the circular field, that is circular ground. That is the length covered by you around the boundary of the circular field is known as the circumference of the field. Like the same, here at the bottom and also top, the base circumference is this. Around the boundary, what is the length? That is called as the base circumference. So base circumference is of a circle. Here we are going to use, because the base is in the shape of a circle. So base circumference is equal to 2 pi r units, which is equal to base circumference of a circle, or circumference of a circle, or we can say the perimeter of a circle. So cylinder base circumference is 2 pi r units. Then from this we are going to calculate curved surface or lateral surface area of a cylinder. That is, suppose imagine a pillar which is the shape of a cylinder. You know what's a pillar? In so many buildings you may see the pillar which is made up of wood or made up of the cylinder. Even in our school, middle block, we have four cylindrical forms at the fourth block entrance. So the cylinder, when we are going to paint the cylinder, where will you paint? We will paint the outer surface area, that is the curved surface area, or lateral. Lateral means outer surface area. Suppose if you started painting, a proper painter will start from the base. He should cover the base circumference first. Suppose if you are going to paint the cylinder, you will cover the base circumference first, outer circumference, and the circumference shape you are painting, and how much you have to come and finish that? Up to its height. So the curved surface area or lateral surface area of a cylinder is its base circumference covered up to its height. That is known as the curved surface area or lateral surface area. So curved surface area or lateral surface area of a cylinder is equal to base circumference into height. Base circumference is 2 pi r and height is mentioned by the letter h. So curved surface area or lateral surface area of a cylinder is equal to 2 pi r h square units. You know why we are writing the square units? 2 pi r h is in one unit, h is in another unit. So unit into unit is equal to unit square. Therefore we are writing that as square units. Normally area should be mentioned in what units? Square units. So children, we understand how to get the lateral surface area and curved surface area. Curved surface area, lateral surface area of a cylinder is equal to base circumference multiplied by its height, which is equal to 2 pi r h square units. Let us see how to calculate total surface area of a cylinder. Imagine children, you are asked to make a cylindrical tin, which is made up of small iron sheet. Thin iron sheet is given to you, and you are asked to cut it down into a rectangle and make two circular shape to make the top and bottom, and you are asked to make a tin. How much of sheet you need? That makes the total surface area of the cylinder. How do you make a tin? First of all, you have to cut a rectangular sheet and fold it into the cylindrical body of the tin. That is the cylindrical body of the tin. Imagine the tin, the cylindrical body is the curved surface area. And to complete the tin into proper shape, what we have to do? We have to cover the base, and also a lid should be given. The top should be covered with the lid. So both should be covered in a circular shape, small thin sheets. So base area should be calculated twice. So to calculate the total surface area of a cylinder, base area and also the curved surface area should be taken into consideration. What's the shape of the base? It's circular in shape. Base circumference is 2 pi r. Here base area is to be used. Base area is equal to pi r square. Base area is equal to pi r square. And the curved surface area is 2 pi r h square units. So we are going to make a cylindrical tin. Means first we have to make the tin's body, that is the curved surface area, and to cover the top and bottom we have to calculate 2 base area. So total surface area of a cylinder should be calculated by adding curved surface area plus 2 times the base area. Why 2 times the base area? The base and the top both are in the same shape of a circle, same size of a circle. Therefore the base area should be calculated 2 times. What's the formula to calculate curved surface area? 2 pi r h plus 2 into pi r square. That is the subset area of a cylinder, area of a circle is pi r square. Therefore it is 2 pi r square. When you add this up, take 2 pi r as common. 2 pi r is taken as common. Then there is h. Here on r is balanced. So 2 pi r into h plus r square units. That's the formula to calculate total surface area of a cylinder. What's the formula to calculate curved surface area of a cylinder? Curved surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r h. So total surface area of a cylinder is equal to 2 pi r into h plus r square units. So I hope that you understood what is the cylinder. Cylinder, right circular cylinder which is thin in shape, and the cylindrical body with the top and base which are in the same shape of a circle. And how to make a cylinder, the demo is given. That is with the paper. When you are folding a paper by bringing the edges to the rectangular shape paper, it forms a cylinder. And the cylinder, it has 2 dimensions. What are dimensions? Radius and height. So the base circumference is 2 pi r. To calculate the curved surface area, we have to consider the base circumference and the height. That is 2 pi r into h square units is the curved surface area. For calculating total surface area, we have to calculate the curved surface area plus 2 base area. Why there are 2 bases? No, the top is also considered as the base because both the top and bottom are in the shape of the same size of a circle. So curved surface area plus 2 base area gives you the total surface area, which is equal to 2 pi r into h plus r. So the curved surface area of a right circular cylinder is 2 pi r h square units, and its total surface area is 2 pi r into h plus r square units. Let us see some examples related to the right circular cylinder. Look at example 7.1. A cylindrical drum has a height of 20 cm and base radius is 14 cm. Find the curved surface area and total surface area. This is known as a direct sum because what is asked to find? Curved surface area and total surface area. And what are required for calculating this height and radius? Both are given in the sum. No twist is given or nothing is given indirectly. So these are called as the direct sums. So a cylindrical drum of height 20 cm and radius is 14 cm. Children, before doing the sums, you must read the question carefully because all the sums are given in words, or you can say the statement sums. The statement should be read carefully. After reading the statements, you must understand what is asked. What's the formula to find it? And then what are requested for the formula to calculate that, whether the required dimensions are given in the question or not. So what is to be find? What's the formula for that? Whether all the dimensions for the formula are given in the sum or not, that should be gone through directly. Then only we have to start doing the sum. Okay. So here the object is a right circular cylinder. Write it down because then no need to write right circular cylinder everywhere. If you write it as a title of the sum, right circular cylinder. Draw a small diagram. So mensuration sum should be done with small diagrams. That should be neat. Okay. And you should be clear in what the object is. Then what are given? Radius is given 14 cm. Unit should be written correctly. And h is equal to 20 cm. These two are given. What are asked to find? You are asked to find curved surface area and total surface area. So curved surface area is equal to 2 pi r h square units. The formula to calculate curved surface area of a cylinder is 2 pi r h square units. Substitute their formulas. values in the formulas. 2 into pi always stands as 22 by 7. If it is in a decimal means 3.14. But if you are asked to substitute in decimal in the question, particularly you substitute 3.14. Or else you take pi is equal to 22 by 7 into what is the radius? 14 into what's the height? 20. 7 and 14 can be cancelled. This is 2. Then multiply all this, it gets curved surface area is equal to 1760 square centimeter. Good children. Next, total surface area. One formula to calculate total surface area is 2 pi r into h plus r square units. So if you are thorough in the formulas, you can do the sums very easily. So total surface area of a cylinder is equal to 2 pi r into h plus r square units, which is 2 into 22 by 7 into, substitute the value of r, h and plus r. 7 and 14 will be cancelled. Then 2 into 22, 44. 44 into 2 is 88. 88 into 20 plus 14 is 34. 88 into 34 is 2992 square centimeter. That is the total surface area of the given cylinder. So, what is the step to do the sums? Read the sum carefully. What is to be find out? That's the first thing you have to think. And then, what is the formula to find the required thing? And what are the dimensions required to substitute in the formulas, whether it is given the sum directly or not. If it is not given directly, we have to get the dimensions from the information given. So this is a very simple sum. Directly everything is given. So we have calculated the curved surface area and total surface area of the right circular cylinder. Look at example 7.2. Read the question which is given in page number 272. The curved surface area of a right circular cylinder of height 14 cm is 88 cm square. The long sentence, read it carefully. The curved surface area of a right circular cylinder of height 14 cm is 88 cm square. So it is very clearly given the curved surface area is 88 cm square. Most of you, just by running up in reading, just overlooking that, you may write the curved surface area. Immediately, what is the measurement following that? 14. Then the curved surface area is equal to 14. It is wrong. So it is the curved surface area of a right circular cylinder of height 14 cm. So the 14 cm mentions the height of the cylinder, and its curved surface area is 88 cm square. What you are asked to find? You are asked to find the diameter. So first of all, we have to write what is the object. The object is a right circular cylinder. Draw a small right circular cylinder with the radius and height. And what are given? Height is given as 14 cm. Curved surface area is given as 88 cm square. With the unit you can easily identify which is height and which is curved surface area, people. So height is given in centimeter, curved surface area is given in centimeter square. Okay. Then to find diameter, how do you get diameter? Diameter d is equal to 2 times radius, 2r. So we have to calculate r from the given information. After that we have to find the diameter. So come to the solution. Curved surface area of a right circular cylinder is equal to 2 pi rh square units. What's the formula to calculate curved surface area of a right circular cylinder? 2 pi rh square units. The 2 pi rh value is given as 88 cm square. So 2 pi rh is equal to 88 cm square. Substitute the value 2 into pi is 22 by 7. Write r as it is. We are going to calculate r only. And what's the height? Height is given as 14. Substitute the values and write it is equal to 88. And try to eliminate any of the values here. If it is possible, eliminate, or else you can take it all to the right hand side. So here 7 and 14 will be cancelled. So 2 sevens are 14. I will cancel 14 and 10. 2. Now, no need to multiply this all. If you have small number 2 into 22 into 2 is equal to 88, you can multiply that. Suppose if it is a 3-digit or 4-digit number, no need to multiply because you are going to calculate r. So take all the remaining numbers to the RHS. Here these are all in the multiplication form. When you take this to the RHS, it will come in the division form. So r is equal to 88 divided by 2 into 22 into 2. So r is equal to 88 by 2 into 22 into 2. It is 2 to 4. 4 into 22 is equal to 88. So it will be cancelled. R is equal to 1 centimeter. Don't write the 0. Okay, R is equal to 1 centimeter. Then calculate diameter. D is equal to 2R. 2 into 1. Diameter is equal to 2 centimeter. So very easy to do this sum, children. If you are thorough in the formula and if you read the question carefully, you can solve this type of sums very easily. Look at example 7.3. So important question. A garden roller whose length is 3 meter long and whose diameter is 2.8 meter is rolled to level a garden. How much area will it cover in 8 revolutions? Have you seen a garden roller? People, you are all fond of cricket. To level the cricket pitch, what is used? A hand roller is used. The roller is in the form of a cylinder. And in one revolution, that is when rolling it once, what's the area covered by it? It covers the curved surface area. In one revolution, the roller covers the area which is equal to its curved surface. Like the same, you all saw that road roller whose wheel is in the shape of a cylinder. For leveling the road it is used. So in one revolution, the wheel will cover its curved surface area. The same concept should be used here. Here a garden roller, its length is given 3 meter. Here the length should be considered as the height. And its diameter is given, we can get radius from that. And how many revolutions it took to level the garden? It would take 8 revolutions. How many revolutions will it take to level the garden? 8 revolutions. We are asked to find the area leveled in 8 revolutions. Let us do the sum. Right circular cylinder, the object is, so it's a roller with radius R and length should be taken as the height. So given length, height is equal to 3 meter and the diameter D is equal to 2.8 meter. So even when decimals come, you should be very careful in calculating. Change the decimals into fractions. Instead of cancelling the decimals, cancelling the fractions is very easy. So if decimals are given in mensuration, you change them into fractions and do the sums. So diameter is equal to 2.8 meter, radius is equal to diameter by 2. So 2.8 by 2 is 1.4 meter. And how many revolutions it takes? Revolutions taken is 8 revolutions. What are asked to find? We are asked to find area covered. Solution: area covered in one revolution. When it rotates one time, what's the area covered? CSA of the roller. CSA means curved surface area of the roller. So area covered in one revolution is equal to curved surface area of the roller. How many revolutions it would take here? 8 revolutions. So area covered in 8 revolutions is equal to 8 into curved surface area. Why I am writing 8 there? Because we are asked to find the area covered in 8 revolutions. So area covered in 1 revolution is equal to its curved surface area 1 time. Area covered in 8 revolutions is equal to 8 times its curved surface area. Therefore 8 into, what's the formula to calculate curved surface area of a cylinder? 2 pi r h. So 8 into 2 pi r h square units. Substitute the value of r and h. R is 1.4. So instead of writing 1.4, write it as 14 by 10. Why I have written 10? Here only one decimal. So we are write as, when you change that as a fraction, the denominator will be 10. And 7 and 14 will be cancelled. It is 2. We can cancel 2 and 10. But instead of changing it to 5, we will have it as 10 because we have to, no other will be, nothing will be cancelled. Here it will be 5 means we have divided the value by 5. But dividing by 10 is easier than compared to dividing by 5. So keep 10 as it is. So 11 and 14 are cancelled. It becomes 2. Multiply all this. 8 into 2 into 22 into 2 into 3 is 2112 divided by 10. When you divide by 10, we have to keep one decimal from the back, that is from the right hand side. So after this 2, we have to keep a decimal. It is 211.2 square meter. Therefore, the area covered in 8 revolutions by the roller is equal to 211.2 square meter. You understand that? So you can read the question properly and do the solution. Look at this cup. What's its shape? It's in the shape of a cylinder. A circular top and also a circular end. Both are in the same size of a circle. And radius, this is known as the height of the cup. It is known as the height of the cylinder. And this part is known as the curved surface area. This part is known as the curved surface area. And look at this object. This is also in the shape of a cylinder. When you are rolling this, in one revolution, it will cover its curved surface area. When you are rolling this, it will cover its curved surface area in one revolution. And this is the top, this is the bottom, both are circular in shape. And one more object, this is also in the shape of a cylinder of height, and this is the circular end, this is the circular lid, and curved surface area, the body is called as the curved surface area. Including the lid and the base, it is the total surface area. Suppose if you are asked to make this box, you have to cover the curved surface area, this base area and the top area. So the curved surface area to base area is equal to the total surface area of this object. Okay children, in this class we have started learning mensuration. In this we learn right circular cylinder. What's a right circular cylinder? What are its dimensions? How does its base and top look like? And how to measure the curved surface area and total surface area of a right circular cylinder. Curved surface of a right circular cylinder is equal to 2 pi r h square units, and total surface area of a right circular cylinder is equal to 2 pi r into h plus r square units. Go through the class properly and do the homework given in the homework page. Thank you children. God bless you all children. Bye.